Thank you all for joining us. We're joined by head coach Phil Neville. Phil, if you want to get us started with opening remarks.
Yeah, we're really pleased. It's three wins on the run now. The way that we're playing in terms of our spirit and our togetherness is incredible, really. We obviously went on a run of 0-6 and we suffered a lot of adversity, a lot of questions, a lot of criticism, which was right. And what I said to him before the game is that I think it made us stronger. And you think about the last two victories against Columbus and Atlanta. I think they're big statements. And I think what happens with this club is that it's probably at its best when it's backs against the wall and it's got adversity, and we all pull together. It feels like a little bit of deja vu, copy and paste from last season in terms of the way that we're picking up our points a little bit. But I think I had a feeling before the game that we were going to win, and a feeling before the game that Joseph was going to be the match winner. And I think when you look at the spirit of the group and what it means to them, Leo Campana was on penalties. You think about, I think Man City today has switched penalties and they missed the penalty. Leo Campana today knew how much it meant to him. We said in our team talk that today was going to win for Joseph and that we wanted him to score and that he was going to score. So I think that was incredible from Leo, and his second goal was brilliant. And we defended for our lives at the end. And I've got to say, I think we beat a really outstanding team. And when you beat an outstanding team, you need outstanding performances. And I think there was no more outstanding performances than our two homegrown players who showed courage. I think in the first half, when I felt some of the team were lacking a little bit of doubt in terms of whether they had the belief, I thought them two were sensational. So we're pleased. We're lucky to have such an incredible crop of youngsters. They will go again on Tuesday. They will play matches. I believe in them. They're part of our squad, and it's exciting for this football club. So we're pleased with the points. We move on, and I think that's it.
We'll get started with questions. We'll start with Michelle in the front.
Congratulations, first of all. Can you just talk about what were your conversations with Joseph today before the game, the decision to bring him in off the bench, and just what did you say before the game with him, and what was your conversations with him about this game?
Well, I think we've been speaking to him all week about this was his game. If there was ever going to be a game where a script was written, this was, and I think when we beat FC Miami, I just had a feeling this was going to be his game, and all week we were toying with starting him or bringing him off the bench. I felt that once the game got stretched, it'd be better suited for him. I thought they were a very highly possession team, so we needed probably only one centre forward and more compactness in midfield. But then, just after half time, I felt that the game was just running away and they were controlling it, and we needed to affect them with two centre forwards. And I think I've said all along that we will play with two centre forwards when the time is right, and that second half felt right. And in the team talk before the game, we told him, you will score tonight. And I think in any player, whether you're starting the game starting your career or at the top, and Joseph's at the top, you suffer from confidence. You suffer times, and he's suffered. It's not just probably these periods. He probably suffered towards the end of Atlanta. So we have to build him back up again. But we've got Campana scoring 2, Joseph scoring 2, and Schneider scoring the week against Miami FC. So we've got 5 goals in 3 games from our centre forwards, and that's why we invested in them, and we're pleased.
Next, we'll go to Jose, and then to Ian, and then to Franco.
Phil, how would you describe the style of play for your team in the last 2 games? It seems very defensive-minded, but I think it's fair for you to say how would you describe it?
Yeah, I think what I think there has to be some kind of acceptance that at this moment in time, without the players that we've got, that we're going to have to find another way of winning. And another way of winning is is with our X factor, which is our spirit and our togetherness and our quality up front. And we're going to defend for our lives. We're going to be really well organized. I think when you come out of a run of not 0-6, I think to play champagne football is impossible. You've got to build confidence and belief again. And that's from everyone. You think about the knocking that our supporters have had in the 0-6. Have they, they probably started to doubt. So we have to rebuild that. And I think with performances like against Columbus, Miami FC, and tonight, it will breed more confidence. But if you think about, we've almost got new players out there, David Ruiz making his MLS full debut tonight. Benji Kramashi is second. Dixon only just arrived. Kamal only just arrived. Joseph coming on and playing like he did. So I think there's got to be an acceptance that 3 weeks ago we said, right, we're gonna battle down the hatches here. We're gonna start picking up results. This league is about picking up results, building momentum. And I think that's what we've done. The football will come, but the most important ingredient is what we've seen is the last minute goal against Miami FC, the 118th minute goal against Miami FC, winning on penalties, then going to Columbus and beating one of the best teams in the conference, and then beating a team full of a World Cup winner and an incredible amount of talent. I think that deserves plaudits, and I think the spirit and that togetherness got us that victory tonight. Can we play better? Yes. Do I want us to play better? Yes. But this period is about winning games of football. We've got another, I think, 4 out of 5 at home now. We need to win games of football. Why? Because we don't want to be at the bottom of the league. We don't want to be at the bottom of the league, and I think we're confident of where we're going. We've got the belief, and we are experienced at this, so we're good.
Next, we'll go to Ian, then to Franco, then to Felipe on the Zoom.
Hey, Phil, congrats on the win.
Thanks, Ian.
Your defensive game plan tonight against Almeida, in particular, was pretty stout. You shut him down for the most part. What was it heading into the game that you saw, and how did you try and remove him basically from the game?
Well, he's the best player. I think he's one of the best players in the league. Incredible talent. I don't know what his stats are: 6 goals, 5 assists, or whatever. So we knew that he was going to be probably their main antagonist, and without the Greek boy up front, we said, look, let's get tight to him. Let's not give him any space. I thought David Ruiz was sensational on him. Every time he went to him, and that's why we played him. It was a tough choice between him and Victor. Victor's been doing really well. Victor will play on Tuesday, but we just felt as if David has no fear. He's almost one of those kids that doesn't understand probably where he's at or what he's doing. He's just going to go out there and play. He's a throwback. He's a street footballer. And I thought he played without any fear, him and Dixon. Eventually, I thought with the 2 players in the first half that played with courage for us was the 2 kids. I thought they were the ones that played with no fear, or they weren't tight. And we're really pleased. I think the game plan was to accept that they were going to get possession. But they weren't going to get chances. And I'd say that their chances, again, were from outside the box, with some shots. We were blocking shots, and we were defending crosses really well. And we knew we were going to get chances to score. We should have scored in the first half from a corner. I think Ben Haas should have scored from a corner. We didn't have any real opportunities in the first half, but we knew we had something special up our sleeve. And I think it's about just keeping our feet on the floor. We've got to make
ask you to build on that in terms of what you saw from the 2 youngsters from a soccer football standpoint in that midfield over the course of their appearances, and your thoughts on the red card that obviously made for a tense.
I think it was a red card, wasn't it? I think it was a red card. It looked a red card. It looked a strong challenge. So we're going to miss Franco for next week against New England. But Ben Haar last week, you think about how much we think of him. We played him away at Columbus in front of one of our DP players, two big players for us. Why? Because we believe in him. We put him down. We put him down. We should say down. We put him to the MLS 2 to get minutes, to get confidence, because he'd had a real tough pre-season and he played a lot of games, and we felt he needed some freedom. And you think about last week, an assist for a goal, a couple of chances. Probably got more production than probably other players that have been playing in his position. So we believe in it. He's a good player. He's someone that we believe in. And like I say, we're going to go with these kids. I think if you say that Ben Ha, David, or Alan, Harvey, Schneider, Ian Frey's close, these kids will play. These kids will definitely play. And what I expect the same level of performance, if not better, than some of the senior players. These kids are ready. We're going to go with these kids this season. We feel as if it's a real good group that have come in together, that are now beginning to gain confidence, and they're all ready to fight, and they're showing real good quality.
Felipe?
Thank you, Phil. Good evening, Felipe Cardenas with The Athletic. Congrats on the win. You've been very candid and upfront about Joseph and his fitness coming into the season and how you wanted to ease him into the year. What does it tell you about the type of player that he is, that he comes on today? His first touch is a penalty kick, which is never easy to do. And then his second goal is really a classic goal that shows the speed, shows the effort in a difficult finish. What is it about Joseph that you've known could come out and really perform tonight? What do those two goals show you about him?
He's a winner. He's a winner, and he's been hurting. And, I think there's a lot of people probably expecting, that there's been fireworks, there's been rows, there's been arguments, and it's been anything but. All week, he's been, every discussion that we've had as a group, he's been contributing in terms of his knowledge of Atlanta, in terms of what we expect. And, he's playing a big part in where we want to go. And he's frustrated. He desperately wants to do well. I've got to say, and I said it before, that any top player can suffer from a loss of confidence. They're not immune from that, and he has had that. And why has he had that? Because he's probably not had consistency in his playing. He's not had consistency in his training. Well, he's had that since he's come here, and he knows we believe in him. He knows he's an important player. For us to be successful this year, Joseph Martinez has to play well, and that's what we keep telling him, is that that's how important you are for us and for the team. And today's hopefully just a start. I think if there was ever a game, I felt it was going to be this game. And now he needs to do it again, and he needs to do it again, and he needs to get stronger and fitter and faster and get a connection with Leo and control games and be that player that we signed, be that player that we recruited, be that player that we expect to perform for us. And, I think in this league, I think any player of Joseph's stature there's a lot of pressure on them. Why? Because of the salaries get published, and because the DP tags. It means that they're under more pressure than probably most. There's more expectation on those players, but it comes with the territory. And I think he's got big shoulders. You see him in the tunnel there, how much it meant to him. He's with his little baby and his girlfriend. And, I think this could be lift-off time for him, and we're really excited.
Thank you, Phil.